Where is everyone? Hello, everyone. Can you guys hear me? We have a lot of disturbing news to go over today. Boys and girls. Boys and girls. Hello, Ames, Sharon, Jack. Today, we are going to talk about, look, you guys, we have a lot of stuff to talk about. A lot of stuff. Let me see. Okay. Anybody who wants to come on in, Newsa. My banner says Newsa. Oh, God. That's a funny one. It's called the Newsa. Cajun! You guys, I have a lot of stuff to go over. Okay. I have a lot of stuff to go over. I took the hat off the butler. He's demoted. He's hatless. Okay. Okay, yeah, the little boy. Okay. So look, there is some stuff we're not going to be able to go over. Okay? There's just some stuff we can't go over. You know what I mean? I have a lot of stuff I want to go over with you guys too. Let me read a couple of your comments. Okay, remember we can't say the word V. Okay, we're not allowed to say the word V. Yeah, I went to In-N-Out Burger. You know what I do when I go to In-N-Out? I go to In-N-Out, and then I ask them for a burger, no salt, no bun, and I give it to Willie. I crush it up in his food. I'm a good mommy. Cajun, Sharon, Boots, Jack. Jack, everybody was saying you need to... Ames is here. Okay. Zeno, who's this? Hello, says hi, sir. Hi, sir. Okay, listen. Let's get right into it. I have some really important things I want to share with you guys. Okay? A lot of crap is going on, and I got a lot of stuff for us to go over. Check it out. Okay. Everybody knows Mr. Pulzter.
Actually, one of the most great.
Everybody knows this guy, right? I want to discuss with what is it we're seeing on the scanners. What was the purpose for the ultraviolet light on the scanners? This is the question. Okay? So I found this clip of Javon, the hero. Everybody loves him. Okay? I found this clip, and this is going to discuss one of the theories. Well, it's not a theory. He's a scientist, okay? This is he's going to tell you one of the things. Why can't I see something? Hold on a second, guys. 1 second. 1 second. It's a one-man show here. Okay. Okay, you guys. All right, hold on. Okay. So one of the things that he is going to discuss is we know about the ultraviolet. Okay, now it could be used for many things, but this is what he said it's used for. It's called the what do you call it, Matic? Let me play it.
And it patent authors not only in the United States but in the world. And most people know me for what's called Scan Connect, Scan Commerce, or Scan Detect platforms. And that's where when you use your mobile phone, you actually scan a barcode or you scan a Q code and it loads up on your phone. Or now you track any product by it or it was mailed to you. It goes through this process, right? A machine has rules. It has all kinds of secret coding and stuff in it. The machine folds then rolls it flat, and then they use an air blower and they blow it into that first envelope with the second envelope, goes through a series of other rollers, and then when the officials are going to mail it to you, that scan is caught by the system. Now, remember I said it goes through rollers. Now let's just do this drill real quick, right? But it went through all these rollers. Then it comes to you. Well, technically, if it's a melon, and you open it, then you look at it. Did you fill it out right then? Most people probably did, and they look at it 2 or 3 times. Now do this drill. They filled it in with the pen, did their little circles, nice, neat, fold it back, send it back to the system. Went through a bunch of rollers again, didn't it? Then it went to the post office, logged in again. Even if you dropped it, it got scanned in again. When it goes to the polling place, it gets scanned in again. Somebody opens it and looks at it. I just described a trail of touch points that have nothing to do with the code or server. These are all separate things. Now, when you think about the fold feature, just fold, as simple as fold, and I'm going to show you a video here in a second. Once you fold that piece of paper, it is technically something else. And now you can see the white underneath. That is actually what kinematics, it's called a kinematic artifact is. It's the study of physics that when 2 forces or 2 metamaterials come together and bend and apply to each other, it leaves a trail. So printing's on top, very, very fast to dry immediately. And it's on a piece of paper. What's paper? Paper is reconstituted wood, right? It's all put back together. So technically, everywhere there's printing on that page, it creates a kinematic artifact. So the bottom line is, how can it be a mail if it has no signs of ever being mailed? Take a look at this video. Absentee and mail ballots are folded to mail. Well, if such ballots have no fold marks, were they ever mailed? What you're seeing here is a forensic scan of an actual 20 ballot. No folds, but when you see the fold, a kinematic artifact is detected. That's where the fold is. It can be seen. Well, fold marks, were they ever mailed? Forensic science shows if no fold marks, it's not a legal.
Okay, so look at this is what they're saying. One of the things. Hold on, something happened. I don't know what happened. Okay, so you guys hear that, right? So basically, what is the purpose of the ultraviolet light, right? One of them is the folds. Pulzter said, Javon said he designed it so when they fold, there's a crease mark. You know what I mean? There's a crease mark. And the machine that he's talking about will show if it was folded. So forget about absentee, forget about, how many illegals. Forget about that for a minute. Right now, today, that ultraviolet, one of the purposes is to show the folding. And he goes on to say, I had to beep a lot of it out. He goes on to say also that when it goes through the mailing, when it goes through the mail, it goes through rollers, rollers. The rollers put an indentation mark on it. Okay? He's saying that the rollers will make an indentation mark. I don't know what happened. Maybe they shut me down because I was playing him. I wouldn't doubt it. God, they're so corrupt. Anyways, so I don't know what happened to you guys. I hope everything's okay. Let me see. Can you guys, somebody say something? Say something. Do you think? Hello? Okay. That's weird. I'm going to keep going. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Okay, good. Thank you, Stern. Okay. I couldn't hear. So he's saying that the ultraviolet machine will show not only the creasing, okay, because what is paper? It's really just fine particles of like wood, right? And it will show the creasing. Second thing is it shows the rolls. So when it goes through the system in the milling, it has rollers. Okay, good. Okay, so when it does the rolling, that is an imprint as well, right? Then the third freaking amazing thing is that the ultraviolet machine that he designed also can show fingerprints. It can also show fingerprints. That's amazing. So what does that mean? What does that mean about the fingerprints? What it means is it will show if it was never touched by someone. And let's just say there was a stack of them that came in on a truck at 3 a.m. What? Kara, where? Kara, tell us. Tell us. Let's look it up. Everyone look it up. Let's look it up. Restraining order. Uh-oh. For Arizona, tell us. Let's look it up. Let's discuss it. I would not doubt it. Mystical orders. Let me see. I don't see it. You're still on. Okay. Hello, Sharon. Okay, wait. Now, back to the watermarks. Here we go. Miss Yankee, hold on. I'm going to show you the next video, okay, about the watermarks. Here we go. Check it out. So one, he was talking about, now we're going to talk about the watermarks.
A sting operation, contrary to what everybody else said. Knew this was happening. Eric knew this was happening and warned the public. I knew this was happening. However, I could not say anything about it. What happened was we watermarked every with what's called the QFS blockchain encryption code. In other words, we know pretty well where it went and who has it. So this is not on the contrary. We reversed the entire game of war along the lines of Sun Tzu.
Okay. He is admitting on InfoWars. Let's play it again.
A sting operation, contrary to what everybody else said. Knew this was happening. Eric knew this was happening and warned the public. I knew this was happening. However, I could not say anything about it. What happened was we watermarked every with what's called the QFS blockchain encryption code.
You hear that? So on top of okay. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. Well, let us know if you find out. Okay. So there you have it, Kara. Let us know. Now we know the ultraviolet is the watermarks, which we've all suspected. I mean, Mr. T, he appointed the postmaster in last summer because he knew there he had to watermark all of the valets. Remember he put in the new head postmaster, and I think only that guy knew, and Trump and a few other people, right? So when in the middle of the night at 3 a.m. they were trucking in 200,000-300,000 paper brand new ones, unfolded, unwatermarked. Okay, this is, we've been just trying to get somebody to let us investigate and audit the valets because of several different things. So, like, let's just say they're doing the count, and the count is, oh, well, the count is there's so many illegals, and there's so many, maybe they can dispute that, right? Maybe they can dispute that, but they cannot dispute, I don't know, you got to log in. You got to log in, I think. You guys, they can't dispute. We have several angles. You have the ultraviolet to show the watermarks, let's hope. You have the ultraviolets to show the fold, the crease, okay? You have the watermarks to show fingerprints. I mean, the folding is really actually the key. I mean, the folding all by itself. The folding all by itself. So what we didn't know yesterday is, I guess, Sunday is a day off, right? Now, there is nobody. Let's see the security guard. Oh my God, let's see. Uh-oh. Are these guys writing in a blue pen? You better not have a blue pen. So this is going to get worse before it gets better, right? So listen. So now you have, I wanted to show you, let me show you this. Like, you know, so now this guy is saying that it was watermarks, which we all suspected. Javon is saying kinematic. Here is one of the close-ups of what the machine does by Javon. The kinematic shows right here the crease, okay, when it's folded. See, there's folding lines. And if your absentee ballot is not folded, it was never mailed to you. You know, it's like this could be some seriously dead to rights stuff. No fold marks were they ever mailed. That's right. He goes on to say that also there's certain paper. Now, we need to talk about this. This is unbelievable. Already there's scammers that were planted that came out already. Already somebody who was a volunteer is come out. Listen to this.
Newsflash. The press in Arizona is not our friend, but I guess we already knew that. Jen Fifield, a reporter with the Arizona Republic, applied to be a volunteer observer. She worked the morning shift on Friday, but if you look at her tweets, it looks like she might have had an agenda. Here are some of her tweets. I want to note that I didn't submit letters of recommendation. I got in during the first Google sign-in group when they weren't asking for that. One other note, I was told absolutely no pen, no notebooks on the floor. Then I noticed another observer had a notepad. He said no one stopped him. Later of guilt, I guess he went and checked it, but the security was not clear to each person that they had to hand everything over. Anyway, I'm going back in. Watch for me on the screen. I'm in a black blazer. The observers are all in orange. Another reporter went through the same process I did, but she was not allowed in as an observer. I have been banned from further updates until my shift is over. Hi, checking back into the real world will update ASAP. They are still working on the first few boxes. Overall, a lot of questions.
You understand that this person,
But I guess we already knew that. Jen Fifield, a
be quiet.
volunteer observer. She worked the morning shift on Friday. But if you look at her tweets, it looks like she might have had an agenda.
1 second. Okay. Hold on a second. Let me go back because I had to pull Jack in. This lady, Jen, is tweeting all during her shift, and she was wearing a black shirt. Okay? Here is somebody who was a plant tweeting. One other note, I was told absolutely no pens or notebooks. Later out, I found of guilt. I guess I went back and checked, but the security was not clear to each person that they had to hand it all over. Like she's trying to throw a monkey wrench in this. Another tweet. I'm going back in. Watch for me on the screen. I'm in the black blazer. The observers are all in orange. Like she's trying to say she's better than. Second, one last note. We can start a hashtag. Hashtag let KR reign. Okay. hashtag let KR reign, went through the same exact process.
Later of guilt, I guess security was not clear to each person that they had to hand everything over. Anyway, I'm going back in. Watch for me on the screen. I'm in a black blazer. The observers are all in orange. Another reporter went through the same process.
1 second, you guys. 2 of them were playing. Oh wait, it's Jack.
Hey,
I'm gonna mute. I had to mute you, Jack, because it's replaying it. Hold on a sec. You keep going. I just had to mute you.
They are still working on the first few boxes. Overall, a lot of questions about the procedures and a few changes being made to make sure chain of custody on the ballots is maintained. One quick update, they switched to green and red pens before the actual real ballots were out on the floor. Jen was definitely in there to get a story, not to observe. 2 different volunteers contacted me. They said Jen approached both of them to ask for an interview, but they both declined. They told me that Jen was outside the door with her cell phone, giving updates. She even brags about being on the Rachel Maddow show. Here's a clip from that interview.
Oh, God.
Arizona Republic reporter Jen Fifield emerged from her weird volunteer shift this evening. She had this to report before dashing to meet her print deadline. She said, quote, "One quick update. They switched to green and red pens." Joining us now is Jen Fifield, reporter for the Arizona Republic, who has had a most unusual day of reporting. Ms. Fifield, thank you so much for being here. I imagine this has been a pretty strange day.
Definitely. Thank you so much for having me, though.
Let me ask if I characterize this observer role correctly. It is a source of great consternation among major news sources in Arizona, I know, that reporters are being barred from just directly covering this process the way that journalists normally would in a normal recount. Instead, the organizers of this has said that you needed to sign up essentially to be a participant in it in order to be able to witness what was happening, and that's how you got in the building. Is that a correct way to describe it?
That's correct. We were told that we needed to serve the full shift. And while I was there, I was to be an observer and not a reporter. And that's part of the crackdown. Halfway through my shift, they came up and said,
"Does she look happy? Okay, it's been 1 day. You're talking about the biggest election in the country, and you're going to smile and act like you're some proud peacock. What is wrong with you?" Second of all, I hate her lipstick, okay? She's got some seriously boring hair, and the lipstick is just, okay, I don't know if she's trying to attract Biden or what. Let's go.
"No posting updates. We don't want any blogging or posting news reports during this. You're to be an observer."
Were you allowed to keep your phone? Is that how you were able to tweet from inside the facility?
Hold on a second. Rachel, what's wrong with your face? Do you have to go to the bathroom? Rachel, what's wrong with your face? Weird. Are you kidding? It's been 1 day and you guys have nothing to report.
We were told no notepads, no note taking while we were in there. We didn't have our phones. We didn't have any electronic devices. So
I think she's freaking smiling. Okay, there's something wrong with this weird lady. She's got something wrong with her face. Let's go.
I had to lock everything up in a locker just outside of the counting room, and I could go out and take breaks. And I was filing updates with my editor as I went up until I got shut down.
Wow.
Shut down, bitch.
Let me just ask about sort of your level of concern when you were there. You were in this very unique position where there aren't...
Okay, she definitely has clown makeup on. I can see it. It's definitely clown makeup. Okay? Look at that face. Are you freaking kidding me? That's a
Buddy,
face.
can you hear me?
Yeah, but I had to mute you while this is playing because it's reverbing.
Other reporters being allowed in. It's not a process that...
When you have your sound on, listen, when you had your sound on and I'm playing the video, it was reverbing. So I had to mute while I'm playing the video.
Well, I closed everything. I closed everything.
Okay. Here we go.
The press is being allowed to observe. It also seems to be a process that is not being conducted the way that other recounts have been conducted. Not only that very alarming reporting that you did about the color of the pens that the counters were using, but also the fact that it's being run by this private company that doesn't appear to have any experience ever doing anything like this before. Just how unusual is the process that is happening there that you were able to see today?
This is definitely a first of its kind process, at least in Arizona. I don't know that we've had a full recount of ballots ever. And so that makes it a very high stakes process.
Okay. She's just fucking stupid. Okay? She's stupid.
Marie, he's an undercover reporter.
I know, but it's like she's
They're just trying to
smiling
get
about it.
credit for it.
Oh, yeah.
Because she's, you know, this is my grandpa's. I'm in my grandpa's spare room. He just happens to have a flag behind me.
Here we go.
You know,
They aren't stupid.
he's
They're
like
scared.
almost 100 in the other
Exactly.
room. But anyway,
You see what Sterling wrote? That is true.
it's an audit. Volunteers, and they are cheating in the audit, sending in a freaking reporter undercover. Like, what is wrong with them?
Yeah. No reporter should be
What
allowed
is wrong
inside.
with them? Making a mockery out of the democratic process? Who cares? Let them have their audit. If you have nothing to hide, let them have their audit.
Yeah. I think it really hurts. It really hurts when it's them. Here we go. Read this one. Who's this? Yes, read this.
I can't chat in the general population. I don't know what's going on.
Here, I put it on the screen. This is great for
This
democracy.
is great for democracy. We'll either find cheating from Biden or that the election is secure. Yeah, and then we can all go to sleep at night without, acid reflux, without barfing in our mouth. Okay? Like, let's just move on. The truth will set us free.
Remember when Clinton was drinking in that drink and she spit out that lozenger? It was so disgusting. Remember that? It was green. Okay, listen. This is so bad, okay, that they have to already cheat. Now, what happened late last night after we all hung up, you guys, is that all the BLM already is there now. The BLM all is packing Arizona right now. So it's like, hold on, let me see.
Oh, well, I mean, whatever. Let everyone get crazy. What are they going to do? Like, obviously, if the powers that be, which are the Democratic people right now, I'm going to find a hat, too, so I can match Marie. I'm going to find one of my grandpa's hats.
Yeah, get a grandpa hat. Son of a bitch. Oh, yeah, there you go.
He has a shit ton of hats.
Okay, let's see this.
But,
Shanana said Arizona Rangers are guarding. Yes, that's good to know. You know what I think, you guys? Okay, listen, Shanana, listen. Mysteriously, stupid Ducey, the governor of Arizona, decided 3 days ago. The governor of Arizona decided to send National Guards to the border.
Hey, Grandpa.
The second time I was in here.
Sorry, Grandpa. I'm on the news. All right. Who has a grandpa at 52 years old? I do.
He wanted to know who you're
I made him a late one.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let's see. Just a note.
Yeah.
Saw a big truck. Oh,
Saw
shit.
a big truck, too.
Look at when somebody's they're laughing and somebody wrote busted.
I know, my grandpa, he thought he heard something in here. He heard me getting into his hats, but he can't remember that he even has hats.
Oh, you're so busted. So listen. The Arizona governor sent the National Guard to the border, which is long overdue. I sure hope Grandpa still has his M1L, his M1. What's that?
Oh, look, shit tons of ammo over there.
Wait, don't show it.
He doesn't have any guns, though.
Okay.
My mom took them all.
I believe the governor
He's
is
too
trying
old
to
to
send
drive.
the National Guard. He sent the National Guard to the border to pull them from being in the city to protect. You see? Okay, let me go back.
Okay, well, good. So they have security. Now they need to get better security, because why do we have reporters posing as volunteers? That's corruption right there.
It's
and
like
one is a rifle. Yes, it is.
They're so guilty. It's not even funny. So last night after we hung up, you guys, somebody posted this. Camera 9 found something and they all took pictures of the ballot. So last night, Camera 9, they found some stuff, okay, which is pretty cool. Like they're on it. Here's something from Bobby. You know who Bobby is, the #1 guy. Bobby is the guy who figured out all the numbers on how they did the V. Okay, this is Bobby Pitton. Everyone loves him. Code Monkey Z called Bobby Pitton earlier and had a chat about the potential use of the UV light station. Since UV is able to detect oil from fingerprints, if there is no fingerprints on the ballots, yes, then the likelihood of the ballot being marked. Go ahead, Rita.
Through a non-human process is high. No fingerprints? Scrutinize.
Okay, so basically,
yeah,
Bobby,
so good. So they'll get to see. Also, the UV lights, they have to. I don't think anyone knew they were watermarked, but we all do remember when Trump out of nowhere changed the U.S. postmaster. Exactly. And that's why he did it, apparently.
And so this UV light is so important because it's going to do, from what I can tell, 3 things. 1, it will detect fingerprints, the oil. 2, it will detect the folding. And 3, it will detect like the if it's real signatures or a real check mark, you know what I mean, instead of a print. Yeah, so this is picture number 2 from last night, Camera 9. So last night, Camera 9, they noticed something. Now keep in mind, they tried to say that this was already, somebody already went through it and there was no anomalies. It's all bullshit. They're shitting their pants right now. Here we go. Something from last night. Here's another one from last night. Maricopa County officials are scanning.
Okay, hold on, buddy. What Sharon's saying, what's going on in Chicago?
Let's go pull it up.
Saw a big pickup loaded to the max with a sun.
First, let me read this, and then I'm going to Chicago right now. Exactly 1 year ago, T mentioned killing the invisible enemy with the UV light. Boom! 1 year ago, Mr. T said killing the invisible enemy with UV light. We didn't know. We didn't know what he meant. Let's go. Let's see. Sharon, here we go. Why would gloves matter? Let's see.
Gloves that the yellow shirts are wearing and the blue and the red and the green shirts are wearing, so they don't get their fingerprints on ballot.
Okay, wait, that's a good point, Brendan. Okay, Bedard.
Why would gloves matter? They gotta have gloves on so they don't get their oil on the paper.
Were they wearing gloves? Is the question. Were they?
I don't know. Look at the shot. Look at the live feed again.
That's really good.
Let's zoom in to the yellow shirt.
1 second. That's a very good point. Were they wearing gloves? Let me find the picture, guys. Hold on. Wrong picture. Hold on. Wrong picture. Oh, let's watch this. Ready?
What you need to know is no matter how upset you are about the president's election, no matter what you're seeing in the news, and if you feel hopeless, here's what you need to know. It's not over.
Oh, no.
not over. You need to know. And if you feel hopeless, here's what you need to know. It's not over. Oh no.
She's the baddest of them all, man. Hold on, I'm trying to find the picture, guys, really quick. Hold on.
Scary Skyline is saying they're talking about on election night when the volleyballs were originally handled the first time. I can't see any glovies, but it's not clear. Get to some other patrons.
All right, hold on.
Don't we have a live feed?
1 second. I know. 1 second. 1 second. Well, 1 second. Let me go over here.
I don't think they used gloves, but I really can't remember. Plus, they'd put cardboard everywhere to cover what they were doing. That's so you're talking about when they counted the volleyballs when we all went to the polls.
So she's asking question.
They weren't wearing gloves.
She's asking.
Yeah, I got it. About election night. So when we went in and we cast our volleyball.
No. They're talking. She's talking about when they were in the big room counting them. Were they wearing gloves? I don't
Look
think
at the next question.
I can't remember. Okay, here's the point. Okay, listen, everyone stop for a second. Here's the point. Here's the point about the gloves. The point is, if there's no grease marks, then it wasn't handled by the counters, it wasn't handled by the post office, and it wasn't handled by the person signing it. We don't care, so it doesn't matter about the gloves because there's going to be impressions. When they brought in 100,000s at a time, they were in stacks, remember? They would take the stacks, put them in the machine would count them like a fax machine. At that point, those things aren't touched by human. See? So maybe the 1 or 2, but not the bulk of them. So when you took those stacks, now we're getting somewhere. When you took those stacks and you put them in the machine and it was feeding and counting them, no fingers touched it at that point because it was just printed hot off the Obama press. Hot off the Obama press. So yes, did they use gloves election night? It doesn't matter because it does matter, but for the most part, we're talking about when they stuck them in the scanner at big bulks, 100,000 at a time. Remember when in Georgia?
Right.
Georgia,
when they did a mass dump.
Okay, here we go. So now, we're going to go check out Chicago, right?
What's going on? When they allegedly did the mass dump, just to be on the safe side, buddy. Allegedly. What? We got to throw that word around like old socks.
Yeah, good point. Okay, so let's see. I'm looking. Let me see what's going on in Chicago.
Buddy, are they there right now?
I know we got to Google that right now because this is good.
Here, I'll look it up on my phone.
2 days ago, man charged with 7-year-old murder. Oh my God. It's just nothing but bad news. Yeah. So, okay. So now I understand about the ballot. James is in the house. Just getting here. Did I miss Jack's guitar solo? You missed something better, James. Jack's at his grandpa's.
We had echo.
Jack's at his grandpa's, and he stole his grandpa's hat, and his grandpa came in the room, busted him. So no, Jack. Well, okay, James. So what we're talking about is the gloves, because I just played Javan, the Smartmatics, and how he's showing that fingerprints will show up on the ultraviolet ballots. This is really big. Now that I'm getting somewhere here, hold on. Okay, Javan.
I'm actually one of the most granted patent authors, not only in the United States, but in the world. And most people know me for what's called Scan Connect, Scan Commerce, or Scan Detect platforms. And that's where when you use your mobile phone, you actually scan a barcode or you scan a Q code and it loads up on your phone. Or now you track any product by it or it was mailed to you. It goes through this process, right? A machine has rules. It has all kinds of secret coding and stuff in it. The machine folds then rolls it flat, and then they use an air blower and they blow it into that first envelope with the second envelope, goes through a series of other rollers. And then when the officials are going to mail it to you, that scan is caught by the system. Now, remember I said it goes through rollers. Now let's just do this drill real quick, right? But it went through all these rollers. Then it comes to you. Well, technically if it's mailed and you open it, then you look at it. Did you fill it out right then? Most people probably did, and they look at it 2 or 3 times. Now do this drill. They filled it in with the pen, did their
fingers, fingerprints, see, fingers.
Little circles, nice, neat, fold it back, send it back to the system. Went through a bunch of rollers again, didn't it? Then it went to the post office, logged in again. Even if you dropped it, it got scanned in again. When it goes to the polling place, it gets scanned in again. Somebody opens it and looks at it. I just described a trail of touch points that have nothing to do with the code or server. These are all separate things. Now, when you think about the fold feature, just fold, as simple as fold, and I'm going to show you a video here in a second.
No.
Once you fold that piece of paper, it is technically something else. And now you can see the white underneath. That is actually what kinematics, it's called a kinematic artifact is. It's the study of physics that when 2 forces or 2 metamaterials come together and bend and apply to each other, it leaves a trail. So printing's on top, very, very fast to dry immediately. And it's on a piece of paper. What's paper? Paper is reconstituted wood, right? It's all put back together. So technically, everywhere there's printing on that page, it creates a kinematic artifact. So the bottom line is, how can it be a mail if it has no signs of ever being mailed? Take a look at this video. Absentee and mail ballots are folded to mail. Well, if such ballots have no fold marks, were they ever mailed? What you're seeing here is a forensic scan of an actual 20 ballot. No folds, but when you see the fold, a kinematic artifact is detected. That's where the fold is. It can be seen. Well, fold marks, were they ever mailed? Forensic science shows if no fold marks, it's not a legal.
Okay. So just so we're clear, because I wasn't clear too. Got quiet. Okay. So basically that spelled it out. Like the UV is going to check for the oil print from your fingers. It's going to check for the fold, and it's going to check the watermark. 3 things. Folds, yeah. Let me see. They're looking for a lot more than folks. Folds. Yeah. Yeah, they are. Let me see, Cajun. Yes, but they were required to wear masks while counting election night. So I figured they would wear gloves as well due to this pandemic. Yes, that's what we need to figure out. Okay, I'm going to punch that in. I'm going to do the most secure one in the world, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania counting night. Okay, let's see if we can see what they're wearing at night. Hold on. Shoot. Okay, watch this. Yeah, the fold is pretty cool, huh? Okay, watch this for 1 sec, guys. In this, they do not have gloves. And that is...
Now let's shift our focus to
action by the up on social media yesterday.
Right here.
It goes back.
Okay, hold on, something happened. Okay, this is even better. You guys, okay, wait. I got it backwards. This is better. So this is better. So if they're not wearing gloves to count, that is even more powerful. You see, because that means there would be.
Because then only their fingerprints will be on the ballots.
So here again, look,
Boxes and
look, you guys, no gloves. That means that the valets should have oil marks, and if they don't, that is 1000% proof. Absolute proof. If there's no oil fingerprints, because clearly nobody's wearing gloves, not the person who filled it out, not this person. We just saw the postmaster didn't have them. So that means if you get some valets that don't have oil marks, that's a dead giveaway. Look, no gloves. Look, no gloves, no gloves. No gloves, no gloves, no gloves. Masks only, guys, masks only. Okay.
I don't really see anything in Chicago. I do see, apparently there's an 18-year-old man charged in the murder, I believe, of 7-year-old Jocelyn Adams. And there was a woman arrested for killing someone else. And there's a man charged in attack robbery of an on-duty Chicago police detective.
Right. So,
but the
somebody
detective
said,
was not killed, so they got him attempted
Editing
murder.
Reality said she loves our hats, and why don't we have white ones?
Well, I can look in my grandpa's closet again, see what he has.
Anyways, look at Grandpa's
I wasn't
closet.
really prepared, but
So here's the deal. So
I can't believe he heard me.
the oil, yeah, you're in his hats. That's his prized possession. So this is big. This is big, big, big. Because now we know that the counters did not have gloves. So there should be oil marks all over, from the signer, from the mailman, from the counters. If you get a batch of valets that do not have oil fingerprints on them, okay, those hats are hysterical. Okay, is he like a fisherman or what?
Do we like the blue fisherman's hat or the brown?
I like
the brown
the
goes
blue.
with my outfit.
Oh
Blue?
my God. Okay. The weekend isn't over.
I
There
gotta
might be
say,
more.
I steal his NRA hat.
See? Editing
Okay,
reality.
is it live right now, Marie?
Yeah, what do you mean? Okay, hold on a second. Let me
Is
show you
the
guys.
are they counting down there? What's going on?
No, they stopped counting.
Like, can
Okay,
we?
let me report some more information, please. Okay, ready? More information. So the word is
Delta Force guarding Mar-a-Lago. Who is Delta Force?
I don't know. It's got to be our operations.
Hey Siri, who is?
Here's some information.
Okay, the First Special Forces Operational Detachment Delta, commonly referred to as Delta Force Combat Applications Group, the unit, or within JSOC as Task Force Green, is a special operations force of the United States Army under operational control of the Joint Special Operations Command. So then the question is, why would Delta Force be guarding
I'm going to
our
explain it right now.
ex-president?
I'm going to explain it right now. What happened is that in March, okay, there were infiltrators, just like in the county of Arizona, there were infiltrators working at Mar-a-Lago, and they were taking information from the servers and giving them to the Biden administration. Okay, but Mr. T was ahead of it. Mr. T knew. He had information on the servers that they stole that were not information that they wanted out of their hands. So they were busted. So Delta Force, here we go, right here. I don't know if you can read this. It's right here. Here we go. On March 10th, T discovered the secret agents assigned to protect him had collaborated with members of the Biden administration, leaking information on how he and his loyal concierge intended to rig the blah, blah, blah. Bannon exposed the scheme according to a source and gave T the names of the 2 agents who had subpoenaed top secret data from Mar-a-Lago computer network. Okay. Bannon advised
And
T
sent
to
it
stop.
to who? Wait, they sent it to somebody. You skipped over.
I know I can't say these words.
And I know, but they sent it to JS, Biden's
Jake?
National Security Advisor.
Right.
Yeah,
So Bannon told
they sent
T,
it to that guy.
sent it to the bad guys. Despite this, T shot the spies and warned them to stay away from Mar-a-Lago. Okay, wait, back up. He had fake plans in the machine just in case Biden's team got a hold of it. So
He is always a step ahead, that guy.
Trump allegedly told them, take your fake president, you failed. Tell your fake president you failed. T, Mr. T, he's funny. Mr. T met with U.S. Joint Special Operations Officer, okay, and I don't want to say too much.
JSOC.
So basically, what I'm trying to get at is Mr.
Basically, shit's going down.
Mar-a-Lago, exactly.
It was a setup, Captain Jules.
And they're still trying
Trump is
to
a
take him down.
4D chess master.
So what's happening right now today is Mr. Mar-a-Lago, they announced 2 days ago, they are moving Mar-a-Lago setup to a new location in New Jersey. Okay?
Oh,
Because shit is hitting the fan already. You know what I mean? Here we go. I remember the Chinese girl with the
interesting.
laptop phones and USB drives that caught 2 years ago. Oh my God, that's right. Yes, Cajun.
Well, wasn't that the one sleeping with the dude that's still
I hate
head
that.
of freaking secret
Look at what
shit?
Cajun wrote. Look at what
Big
Cajun
Red
wrote.
Daddy has the military.
Here we go. Ames. I'm in New Jersey. It's Bedminster. Right.
Oh,
It was a
okay.
setup. So basically what they announced, and Mar-a-Lago is moving his operations to a place in Jersey. So shit is hitting the, here we go. What's Cajun right? Yeah.
BRD
So
is constantly checking for infiltrators.
this is big news.
Big Red Daddy.
Big Red Daddy
Suspension
news.
arrived at the
Okay, Big Red Daddy news. Now I want to play
Lindsey
this.
Graham.
You guys may have seen this. You guys may have seen this, but I want to watch it together and laugh, okay? Here we go. We're going to watch this together and laugh.
Oh, God, what is it?
It's fucking great. Here we go.
Dispatch, I've arrived at
Ding,
the
ding, ding.
disturbance. Call my cell phone right away, please. Thank you. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. No, can you put the knife down, please, sir? Sir, no, sir, don't stab it. No, stop stabbing. Stop. Oh, hold on. It's LeBron. LeBron, hey, yeah, it's me again. Listen, I'm out here at this disturbance call, and there's a guy trying to stab another guy with a knife. What do you think I should do? Why does that matter? Okay, well, they're both black. One guy's trying to stab another guy with a knife. Deadly force is completely justified. Uh-huh. I see. So you don't care if a black person kills another black person, but you do care if a white cop kills a black person, even if he's doing it to save the life of another black person? I mean, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but then again, you are really good at basketball, so I guess I'll take your word for it. All right. Yep. Okay. All right. Thanks, LeBron. Michael Jordan's the GOAT. What? Nothing. I got to go. Sorry, guys. You're on your own.
If you ever want to get even, all you got to do is go on Twitter, which I banned it, and you just got to say on LeBron, Michael Jordan's the GOAT or Kobe's the GOAT. You don't have to say anything else. Just say that. Yes, Mar-a-Lago is known as the winner White House. Okay, so let's go.
Yes.
So
who needs the sun in the summer? Let's party in Jersey.
True. But I think it's more than that. I think they're trying to protect him, you know?
Well, yeah.
Like the CIA, the three-letter words are like, the three-letter words are the bad guys and the military is the good guys. And I don't know, man. There's a lot of shit going down right now. So what we need to be ready for, we need to be ready for something very big. Tomorrow, I think shit's gonna hit
You
the
gotta
fan
start
again.
working out. Is everybody in good shape? Can you guys all run? I can't run very fast.
Okay.
Anyone out there?
Anybody out
So,
there?
okay, so are they just off on Sundays or they were stopped?
No, they're not working on Sunday.
Buddy.
They stop at 10. See? It's a scam.
10
It's
a.m.
like
or 10
yeah, 10
p.m.
p.m.
Monday through Saturday, they go till 10 p.m. Okay, so should we just like circle back tomorrow
Circle
Eve?
back. You know, we are going to circle back, but the problem is when you say circle back, you know who that sounds like.
I know. Zuckerberg's double.
Yeah, so the other thing is somebody said
Puklowski.
that the bunker off planet. Good point. Okay, here we go. Can you pull a trigger? If so, you're all good. Not going to be running anywhere. Yeah. There's a
Okay, I hear you there, but I mean,
Agent said she
we
can
got to
run
do
short-
something. Can I say something off
Agent said-
subject, but
Cajun
on
said she-
subject?
Cajun said she can run short distances. You said
James says, no, Jack, I'm a typical American. I can run to the fridge. Listen, I saw that disturbing ass video that's allegedly
oh yeah, let's talk
Stephen
about it.
Colbert with the little boy with the clown mask. Now, I got to talk about it.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Because then there's people saying in the comments that little boy was in a missing
Okay,
poster,
just
and
stop and tell
you
people
could
what
tell
you're
he's
talking about.
completely.
Stop and tell them what you're talking about first.
Huh?
Tell them first what exactly it is you're
I
talking
am.
about. So
I'm
just
I'm
describe
telling
the
them.
No, describe the video first so they know.
Yeah, it's the
Describe-
allegedly Stephen Colbert with the little boy that's painted like a clown, and allegedly Stephen Colbert character has a bright pink wig on and painted like a clown too, and he's singing that song, "You're Someone That I Used to Know," to the little boy, and the little boy's like getting scared and like just little guy, his little body, and he's like, it's the most disturbing thing I've ever seen in my entire life as far as a child, and everybody in the feed was freaking out and losing their minds. And buddy, if you bring up God, what's his name? If you bring up one of the things we keep getting pinged with, one of the accounts,
Well, before you do that, after you finish
it's in his feed or their feed.
I don't need that right now. What I need something else. I'm going to show something else. It's scary.
Okay, fine. Anyway, what are we going to do about it? Because, we can all sit here for years more and be like, oh, the poor thing. Like, chances are that little dude's probably dead. And what are we going to do about it? We need to do something about it. We can't just, so we got to come up with a plan. So I'm here to volunteer myself to come up with a plan.
That's a good idea, Jack. Cajun wrote, just before the child is given over. That's that video. You see the adrenochrome. Just before he's given over, that's what they do. Now, I need to show you guys something disturbing. I'm not going to show that video, but I'll show you something else, okay? This is very, 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 very disturbing, guys. Very disturbing.
I saw that.
Okay? Amazon is selling.
Read the story, though.
No, I'm not saying some of these words. Just understand what this is, you guys. This is a storybook that Amazon is selling. And right here is the word Uncle Pete has nights spent over with his nephew. And if you notice, the adult is smiling, the kid is nervous. In this shot, in the story, it's just disturbing, you guys. It's very, very, very disturbing. And it has to do with what you were talking about, Jack, right here. See? Rich Cohen about an uncle having, oh my God. You can't make this up. Are they kidding? They're going to sell this book.
Buddy, listen, I just answered the bat phone. I gotta go. So maybe have Ams Dave come on, or Cajun Jules or someone.
No,
This
I'm
is
not gonna.
terrible. We got to do something. But I have 6 more horses coming in, so I got to go do horse stalls.
I know,
Look.
I know editing. That's what I'm trying to
Country
tell
Western
Jack. He's got to
Curtain.
quit saying. He's got to quit saying stuff. What the hell?
Saying what?
That you have some of this stuff you have to say on the phone. You know what I'm saying?
What? I don't know what I said.
You know, no, you're talking about we need to do
There are
something.
many who are working with.
Yeah. So, no, what they're saying is just we have to be careful what we say. You already know.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, anyway, so tomorrow let's do it again. And then in case, exactly, Sharon, how did it get published? I don't understand. Who would publish that?
I did a little investigating. Therapists are using it, and other people are using it to get kids that are abused to talk about their abuser. I looked it up. It's like a resource book for teachers.
Either that makes sense, or that's their either that makes sense, or either that makes sense, or that's their excuse.
Well, I did look into it because I was very disturbed by it as well, and that's what I found. So somebody wrote the book. The person that wrote the book wrote the book. And it's being used now to help people, help children that are being sexually abused and that come from very messed up, dysfunctional families, which a lot of people do. I mean, these things exist. It's disgusting and terrible, but at the same time, we don't want to like normalize this shit for kids. Do you know?
What the teachers
Loose
are
lips
doing
sink ships. Okay, well, I don't think I've said anything here that I need to be paranoid about, that I wouldn't stand up in front of the entire world and say again. So thank you for
She's
that
talking in general.
observation.
She's talking in general. Like the shit I'm saying is horrible too. Let me see.
Well, we could be like everybody else and ignore it, or I'm saying we could do something. So I think we need to think about productive things to do to help, because I cannot sleep at night. I cannot sleep at night.
Yeah.
It's so disturbing to me. So I don't mind. And if somebody wants to blow my head off for not being okay with seeing little ones tortured, then screw it, you know? But too many people don't say anything. Too many people don't do anything. And I don't want to be one of those people that doesn't do anything. Like the universe, God is making all of us aware of this shit for a reason. What are we going to do with it? Just, you know, wipe our ass with it and flush it down the toilet? Like, oh, well, this is just the way it is. Or are we going to come up with a productive, smart, awesome chess move and be of service to little ones that can't save themselves? We got to save these people, these little angels, one way or another. However we do it, we just got to do it. So that's all I'm saying. So love you guys. Peace, love, and happiness. I've got to go run a horse motel, and I'm going to be thinking of ways.
First of all,
okay, well, there's other avenues.
Before you go, just before you go, this is a start, okay? Because I have been holding back for a year to really say what I want to say. And I've decided in the past 2 days, that's it. I'm just going to talk about what I want, what I really am feeling, because we're talking about it all the time. And that is a step to help. We're opening doors. We're opening doors for other people. Somebody may click on this channel because I have a funny hat on and they may open their ears. So we are making a step. We are trying, and that's okay. And that's the chance I take by being out here and opening up on this channel. Who cares? All right, buddy. So we'll talk to you later. And okay, so before
and also I'm opening a channel on Rumble. Chat Curious on Rumble. And I'm gonna do live streams and I'm gonna have Marie on and we're gonna talk about everything. Everything. Jack Curious at Rumble. Get over yourself. We're not ignoring it. Stupid butt. What?
Yeah, she's
Get
saying
over
we're
your.
not
Where is that?
ignoring
Can
it.
you put
That's
that
why we're
comment back
talking
up so I
about
can read it?
right here.
Go to a counselor. We are all upset. Be smart about other people's channels. Okay,
Yeah.
editing reality. Miss
Just trying to
Anonymous.
protect. All right, don't start, right? Okay, I already have fights with
God.
Cosmic. Listen, stop.
Wow.
Stop.
Okay.
You guys, listen.
I'm trying to leave.
Stop. I don't want
I
to
don't know
stop
how to
about
get
it.
off, but whatever. That's like, why is she being an asshole to me?
She's not. If you would read through, I'm not going to deal with this right now. If you would read through, they're just saying be careful what we say on the channel. That's it. You're not listening. Did you see the videos that I showed you guys? I edited. It took me an hour to edit out beep, 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 because I can't have these words. She's just saying be careful of what you say. It's not a big deal. You will know better that people are getting killed and whacked. We talked about this. Right now, Sharon wrote, we will think of how to do something. We're going to think about it. Okay.
Believe me even being on this channel talking right now is like a huge deal. Huge.
You know,
because I do know people that could just like,
oh my God. Oh my God.
I know,
Stop
whatever.
already.
Whatever.
Okay, I have to show you guys.
I don't even know how this happened because I don't even know what the fuck I said. So tell me what I said. You know? I don't even know what happened.
Oh my God. I don't know what happened. We're saying be careful with what you say. That's all. Anyways, listen. I want to talk to you guys about something else we need to be aware of. Have you guys seen this? Like, thousands are still protesting in the streets of England. Not this chick. Right here.
Snaking their way along Oxford Street, many thousands of protesters. A march that spanned almost the entire length of the capital's main shopping street.
Look at this.
This was a noisy affair. Real anger here at what they see as the great COVID conspiracy. Most certainly won't share those views, but the people here believe.
Okay, I want to point something out to you guys. Yes, Jack does have a big heart. He's just not listening. We're asking to be careful with what you say. That's it. That's it. That's it. I have to be careful. Okay. Yes, I understand. So listen, I want to point something out to you. I just showed you London, and I don't know where it is right now, but listen, that was London. You know, Canada is in the third lockdown where the police will pull you over and ask, why are you not locked down? London, Canada, and last night or 2 days ago, Japan is in their third lockdown. So we need to be ready. We need to be ready. Okay? We need to be ready. Yes. So listen, I want to point this out. Like, we need to be ready. Okay. We shouldn't loosen. Like, I wouldn't put anything past them saying, oh, well, because of this audit, and oh, now there's BLM over there, and oh, you know, now we're going to have to, you know, lock down again. I mean, we have to be careful. We have to be careful because, you know, there could be something, another one coming. I mean, Japan, third lockdown. Canada, the police will arrest you. Oh my God, they will arrest you. Okay, here we go. Ames. Psychics are saying check dates 3rd to 6th. Oh my God. Yes, Cajun. So what's happening is in Japan, They're on their third lockdown. Okay. This is big. This just happened. Third lockdown. Okay. Canada is on a mandatory lockdown. Police are checking you. Okay, hold on. 2 days ago. Okay, look. I know we need to learn to speak in code. You know, let me tell you what you're saying here, editing. Like, I spent an hour this morning to edit Javon Pulzter's video this morning. I took an hour to edit all the words out of the V, and I put the beep, beep, beep. I didn't have the T word or the V word. I took an hour to edit that video, and then I took the other guy's video who was talking about the watermark, and I beeped out all of his stuff, right? And I mean, I'm trying to edit what we're saying. I purposely, you know, I don't make any money on YouTube, like 60 cents or something, you know, and I purposely unchecked, you know, any commercials. So I went out of my way this morning to try and protect the channel by not monetizing it, by beeping out these words. Of course, shit's going to slip through. So I'm trying to, I don't think Jack just understands what we're saying. All we're saying is be careful of what you're saying on here. I mean, that's it. So, yeah, I tried, you know. So Jack just doesn't understand what we're saying. He's getting too sensitive about it. We're just saying be careful of what you say in general. Okay, anyways, let me go back. Private publishers published it. So even if it was a private publisher that published that disgusting video book, listen, even if a private publisher published that disgusting book of the uncle and his nephew, okay, that is their excuse to have an excuse to get their fix and read their sick, twisted, perverted, you know, ways. So you're going to call it educational, which is a good idea, but you know damn well it's privately, it's to get their kicks off. You know what I mean? It's so obvious. I don't care what person in the world. Why would you suggest to a little kid, oh, if your uncle did this and you sleep in the bed with him, why put that in anybody's mind? Yeah, that's a good idea, Randy. Jack should get in touch with organizations that make a difference, like Operation Underground Railroad. Now, that's a good point, because I didn't even think of that. You know what I mean? Oh, good point. That is a good point, Cajun. Anytime a politician unlists a book, it's to cover up to pay for play money. That's right. It's like, so then you have a loss. So you get, or somebody says, I'm going to give you an advance for a book, and that's their legal way of giving them a payment. That's a good one. Yeah, good idea. It is a good idea. It's a really good idea. So Japan is in lockdown again. Okay, crazy. Okay, hold on one sec. Right here, look. We need to be ready again, because every time things start to maybe churn a little bit, then they come up with something to lock us down or hold us down or whatever. Japan declares virus emergency 3 months before the Olympics. April 22nd. Right here. Japan announced a new virus state of emergency. The nation's outbreak remains smaller than many countries, but an uptick in cases. Oh my God. Okay, so that's Japan. See, that's a good thing, Randy. Didn't mean to upset him. It is sickening. It is sickening. And when I saw the book thing last night, I was just like, oh my God, how can they get away with this? How? It's not right. I know. Why would they even have a pandemic? So I know editing. I'll tell him. I know what you meant, and he just doesn't know. We were trying to say, be careful for all around reasons. What I'm saying too, it's scary. I've been trying to not go down this road, but it is absolutely my passion. Let me see. What about Kamala Harris? What about the stupid book? Oh my God, Kamala Harris has given all the children on the border. No. I know. A conservative book. Believe me, I know. Pushing to make people dumb. No. I know. Yeah. And then what the teachers are doing with the kids, telling them that depending on your color, you're less than. I mean, what? Cartoon Network came out 2 months ago with a cartoon talking about teaching children the colors, like if you're purple, yellow, white, black, brown. And they were saying that if you're the darker color, you're superior. Why would you teach that to children? Why don't you teach them that everyone is equal? Oh, yeah. So for me, Cajun, in regards to the children and the border, it's one thing. It's one thing. And that is that the bad side is starving. The bad side has gone hungry because the border control under the T administration. So the bad side, it was like they were being starved out. They were being starved out. And they needed to open the floodgates so they can be fed. They needed their food. So they open the floodgates. They get their allotment of food. Okay? They get their allotment of food. And then they turn their back and leave the door open. It's like getting the food out of the fridge, calling it the border fridge. Let's call it the border, the Mexican border bridge, Mexican border fridge. Somebody opened the door, ate all they could, left the door open on the border fridge door, ate all they could, left the door open, and walked away. Full. They're just so full. Yeah. And then they have the audacity to turn around and say, cows are the problem. Therefore, Biden administration is saying we're not allowed to have but one hamburger a month. One hamburger a month. So they're going to deprive us from meat, but they're going to go ahead and open their refrigerator door on the Mexican border and eat all they want, but we can't have any hamburgers. Oh, yeah, that's right, Ames. There's a new movie coming out. I think it's in May. That's right. We'll post it here. He's telling it all. I forgot the name. We'll post it here. It's coming out like in a couple months. I think June with Jim. Okay. And then, yeah, I mean, listen, the few of us that are here, we're all friends and we all know about the interdimensional beings. We know more than people think we know, right? I've been filming this for 2 years now. We've been talking about it. We know something else bigger is in front of our eyes. I mean, I personally saw something huge coming. I had no idea it was going to be this. We all did. We were filming it. I have pictures of them screaming, like, help, like, stop. And, you know, whenever I think about, you know, you want to call us theorist or whatever, and you want to say, oh, the blue blood or the reptilians, blah, blah, blah. Okay, when you talk about that stuff, and at the same time, you talk about the trafficking that we're talking about, the border, the missing children. When you take the missing children, okay, 800,000, 1 million children a year go missing. 1 million children. You think 1 million children fell off the cliff, or the dad and mom killed him? You know, maybe the uncle. Not 1 million. Not 1 million. There is another source that needs that million, and it's not just falling off a cliff or went missing and on the milk container. The problem is when you think about these sick things, when you think about this sick, twisted stuff, you know what I say? When I think about, or when I think, oh my God, how can a person do that to a little kid? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. You know what I say? I say, God, they're just like, that's so like not human. That's not human. And you know what? It's because they're not human. That's what it is. They're not human. They're literally not human. Okay? So when they say stuff like, oh, this kid and this person did this person did that, and you just saying to yourself, my God, that's so sick. That's so, oh my God, that's not human. Because they're not freaking human. Wake up. What you said, who's the top of the food? Who's the top dogs? It's not humans. Yeah, I got to figure that out. Let me see. People more aware now and are considered less crazy now. True. We were considered crazy before. Sharon Stone forcing her little boy to dress like a girl. They're ruining the next generation. Yeah, they're not human, James. That's the reality. You know what I mean? Oh my God, how could you do that? That's inhuman. Well, they're not human. How could you eat? How could you drink the blood? How could you kill? How could you do the disgusting, vile things? You guys, don't you remember Open Secret, the documentary 4 years ago? Open Secret. It's free on YouTube. Open Secret. Okay? It's about the music industry and the little boys, the blah, blah, blah. Can't say it. Okay? Open Secret. Why do you think Justin Bieber is so messed up? Why do you think Britney Spears is so messed up? Why do you think Kanye West is so messed up? You know what I mean? They know. It is sickening. 15 years, yeah. Yeah, we all know they are. Yeah. It's the evil ones who are manipulating our DNA. But for what reason? Yeah. Sorry, folks. At the end of the day, it's good versus evil. We've been saying that. I've been saying on this channel for 1.5 years, ever since I started. I knew, without knowing, I knew that there was something about good versus evil. I saw it. Some people would get mad when I would see at the cemetery. Some people would get mad when I'm seeing. I know what I'm seeing. I know what I'm seeing. I don't tell you guys everything I see. I see it. I see it. There's been a battle for the soul. I've smelt them. I've seen them. I've videoed them. I mean, it's legit, man. It's legit. I've seen a funnel. I saw this funnel in a tree, and it was a funnel, and it was full of souls just going, being fought. I see the weapons. I see the protectors. I see them fighting. I see some people grabbing parts of the body, and then I see the other one with the weapon, lunging. I have pictures. I've shown James. I have pictures of them lunging with their weapons. I don't show you guys everything. I mean, I've seen them fight. There's good, there's evil, and I see a lot of the bad people. The souls are just, and then the good ones. I mean, weapons after weapons, and I see them in like behind them. I'll see like you would have a samurai sword. I've seen that behind them. I've seen weapons. I've seen them with boots on. They have these Captain Kirk type boots with a little fur around it. I'll show you pictures next time. I have a section called boots, only boots on my pictures, boots. And I see them with boots, and that tells me some are wearing boots and some are wearing, you can see their hands and feet, but some are wearing boots. So there's two different entities fighting. I see it. Okay, wait. Evil ones are manipulating our DNA. Oh yeah, I got that one. Let me see. I've been told by a doctor that children have the purest DNA and souls. Well, when you think about that, when I think about the sickness, that sicky part, like I think about, like, when you were little and you'd wake up and you would be like, it's morning, and you'd start running. Or you'd wake up and you'd be like, yay, it's another day. And like, I think about the DNA and this and everything they're talking about. Like we had like we didn't have aches and pains and the burden and the brain and the stress. You know what I mean? So yeah, I could see it. Let me see. The Bible clearly states that the spiritual warfare is so horrible that we would lose our minds if we ever saw it. Yeah. Well, who's Joe? Let's see. There's no way they would allow an audit if they didn't cover their butts prior to the audit. We got ripped. I know. Joe, like, as smart as the one side is, the white hats, they're both smart sides. It's just a matter of who played out the chess game ahead of time. Because what I'm amazed with is, like, in regards to the audit, what I'm amazed with is that we went over the UV ray, the oil, the fold. We went over all of this, the watermarks. They were holding this stuff up. I mean, how it took, you imagine, for months being on the other side, knowing some of the tricks that we know, or they knew. Like knowing what, once it gets into the audit stage, we got them, and to be able to hold that secret. Okay. Saw a rep with a hedge cure laser weapon. See? And the other thing I don't talk about is, I do talk about it, is I see hats a lot. But not just a hat. It's a weird looking helmet thing with stuff on it. I see stuff like with the helmet with something else on it, not just a being. Marie, it works on your mind. What you're seeing, and it's good and evil fighting, could be opening up your spiritual eye to see this all. I know. That's what I'm thinking, because I wasn't like, I didn't have any pre-notion. I was like everybody. I watched UFO hunters and, ancient aliens. And I had no idea that I was going to start witnessing this stuff. Okay, let's see. Hope this veil is lifted from all of us so we can see it too. Yeah, and so like some people, like succeed and they won't. God got this. I know, it's like, so when some people, like the other day when Cosmic was going back with me, I know Cosmic and I like Cosmic. We're friends. I've been to underground meetings with Cosmic. I'm fine with Cosmic. But if your focus is this and mine's over here, there's no reason to fight. We need to think together. So that's why I try and let it roll off me, with me and Cosmic. For example, not everyone can see it. Doesn't mean I'm crazy. Doesn't mean you're crazy. It means that we're all connected for a reason to put the pieces together, you know? Let me see. Yes, remember, they have everything. Exactly. You know, like all the stuff that Mike Lindell is showing. Okay. Somebody said something about somebody said that they can't use that evidence that Mike Lindell has. Let's see what we got here with Joe. Both sides took a pay cut, so they needed to get their hands back in the piggy bank. Yes. Yes. I do. That's my fear, Joe, is like, I was thinking last night. Well, that's when I posted last night. I was like, okay, we got the audits. Then what? Then what? That's something huge I have a problem with. Like, okay, then what? Does it go to court? If it goes to the Supreme Court, you're dead. And they're packing it. Okay, something that hasn't been done for 150 years, they're trying to pack it. So the question is, then what? That's my fear. Are they going to find something? Yeah. Is it going to be conclusive? Yeah. But then what? Okay, this is a big problem. So then what? Right. So, so now I asked somebody, okay, hold on. So somebody responded, and I was looking for this. Maybe we can all help. Somebody said that there's rules, the law, Washington's rules. Okay. I was digging and digging and digging about what is the law. Okay. If there's something that happens. So we scroll down, resolution, bringing troops, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And this roll down. The problem was not solved if the people are just concerned to rebel in large numbers. Let me keep going, because I was looking so hard to find somebody posted something. And I asked the question, and I'm asking you guys right now, what is the solution? Then what? And somebody said it's, let me see, because I was trying to find the answer. And I couldn't find, okay, so what I couldn't find the answer is, okay, we got Jackie. Hold on. While they're doing the Arizona Audit, the Dems are fixing the issues in the other states. I know. So the question is, then, okay, here's the deal. Listen, because this is the bigger question. We can analyze the audit. All right, James, see you later. Here we go. We're setting off, we're seeing getting off Air Force One in Florida. Military salute, and they got into their beast. That was Wednesday. He's still the boss. Now that is the only way this will come out. The only way it will come out is that. You see? So let's talk about the then what. Okay, let's say that they find that there was the word we can't say with the F. Let's just say, okay, yeah, we found it, and there was watermarks, or was never folded. It's not the same paper that they printed. Blah, 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 blah. Done. Let's pretend. Then what? Does it go to the Supreme Court? Does it go to the state legislators? What happens next? If it goes to Congress, done. Can't. It go to the Supreme Court? They packed it. 155 years, there's been 9 Supreme Courts. Now all of a sudden there's going to be 13. You know, what? Okay, so the Supreme, what happens now? Do they do a revote? What happens? This is a big question. Okay, here we go, because I need the answer. I don't know, right? Okay, hold on. House of Representatives. Okay, now let's talk about the House of Representatives then, because this is my question I've been asking. I am dead freaking serious. What? Okay, let me see to the House of Representatives is, okay, the House of Representatives is majority. Who had, okay, let me look. These audits are rigged. They're doing this to try and back the big lie. Insulting our intelligence. I know. Everybody said bye, James. Okay, so look, House of Representatives. Let's talk about that for a sec. How many House of Representatives? What is the, let's look at this right now. How many, okay, I'm going to ask how many GOPs, right? Is that what we ask? GOPs. How many GOPs and how many Dems, you guys? How many? Let's look. Okay. Because we need to, let's go first here. Does it go to the House of Representatives? If it does, how many? 435 representatives in the House. Okay. How many are Republican? Does anybody know? Can anybody look it up? How many? I thought that we had the majority in the House, right? Maybe, does anybody know the answer? Because I'm Googling it, but I don't know what the answer is. Let's see. Okay. My dad's best friend works for the, oh, he told my dad that the only reason he didn't take up the courts in Georgia is because everyone involved was threatened with their lives. Yes. Jackson, listen. Remember at the end, it was the last voting in Georgia. Oh no. They have control of both. I mean, but that's a catch-22 too, but I don't think it'll work. Oh, yeah, Joe, exactly. Joe, that's it. I mean, look, when they showed the Georgia footage of the girl taking the suitcase from underneath the black suitcase and scanned it over and over, that was like clear-cut evidence. So what came out the other day was $11 million went to Raskaberka frickin' Kemp. Kemp is a traitor. Let me see. I think we're trying to think in a normal terms. This is not normal. Something strange will have to happen. Yeah. So according to Simon Parks, he said that in order for the military to come in, they have to have 65% of the United States on board that this needs to be fixed. So that's what he says. Okay. Right now, it's a worldwide, everyone knows. So that is an important point. So that's why the 2022 is extremely important. However, it won't change a thing if we don't change how they V. Okay, so let's go back. Let's go back because this is important. Okay, let me go back and tell you what this person said. Okay, I don't know where she is. Her name was Heather. Okay, and I asked the question, what if, what if, what if? Okay, so this is what she wrote to the answer of what do we, what if? Okay, let me see. So the comments are here. Heather, this girl named Heather that came on last night and wrote. I wrote, what if, or what next? She wrote, when the first domino falls, others will follow. We already know that. Read what George Washington said about uprising. Research the laws placed and the immediate outcome that should follow. When a person is guilty of uprising, they must be removed immediately, not the next election, but right then, and must be prosecuted. But the question is, who is going to prosecute them? I know, I agree. I know Simon is, I know. So let's see this. Hold on a second. This is what I was trying to figure out. So the question is, she says, read what George Washington said about uprising. Okay. But who upholds the uprising? Right? Okay. Who upholds the uprising? Okay. this is what I was trying to find before I came on, but I couldn't find what she was saying fast enough. You know what I mean? I know. Well, there is a solution, Joe. So we can talk about if the House of Representatives, if it's Democrats, you're done. Senate, you're done. It's just, it's done. The only solution has to be what we thought months ago, but had lost hope over time. And that is what we thought months ago is that the corporation, United States of America Corporation, was bankrupt, which we've seen the paperwork. The United States of America Corporation was bankrupt. So the Biden administration and the Senate are running a bankrupt corporation. United States of America is Mr. T's. If that's the case, and Mr. T, there's only one solution. Does he have the backing of the military? That's it. Otherwise, none of this matters. None of it matters. None of it matters. So the bottom line is, if he has the backing, which we keep, okay, we know MonkeyWorks shows there is no red dot over Mar-a-Lago, which is incredible. Every past president has a red radar over there where they live for protection. Every past president, even dumbass George Bush. Okay, every past president. Why is there no red mark over Mar-a-Lago? Why is there constantly ships and military flights over and over and over and over and over Mar-a-Lago? Why is there submarines over and over and over and over and over? Yeah, TFRs. Why? Why is there so much military activity over Trump? Is it because there's threats on his life? Probably. But there's a lot, there something doesn't smell right. Why is the lights out? We see it every single night. Last night, by the way, there was moving trucks at the White House. I don't know what's going on. 107 talked about the destruction of the tunnels, and then remember, Candace Owens heard the explosion and the manhole. Let me see. Oh no, really? Pelosi wouldn't grant Trump military protection like all former presidents. That's just, if that's the fact, if that's the case, then I think we should not be banging on the doors of state representatives. We should be banging on the door of the military and screaming, "What are you doing?" That's just baloney. But anyways, when you accompany the fact that, Biden's never on Air Force One, he's not in the White House. There was something else somebody else said. You never see him outside the gates of DC. You don't see him. He's on Zoom calls. He's not seen outside the gates. Yeah, not normal. So look. All right, Sharon. Okay, we'll talk later. Hopefully we can talk tomorrow, because I want to watch the, tomorrow shit's going to hit the fan with Arizona. What's going to happen tomorrow is there is going to be some monkey wrench thrown in by the Dems, and you and I both, we all know it. So tomorrow is going to be a big day. And then I really want to go live with you guys and watch Jimmy Kimmel and watch Mike Lindell go on Jimmy Kimmel live, because that would be fun. But yeah, I want to continue this stuff. I want to learn more about what is the options, because forget about, but I don't know, man. Mr. T is barking orders like he's still in charge, So we already know a lot of stuff, but hopefully I can get more information from that girl that was talking about George Washington said, research the laws placed and the immediate outcome to follow by George Washington. That's what I want to read. So even if that's true, who's going to uphold it? Who's going to uphold it? I know. All right, guys. I had a great day today. Great day today. We saw a lot of stuff. I'll get more stuff for tomorrow. Oh, good point. Maybe DC, and that's why they made DC its own state. So now it has its own laws of a state. Yeah, we just have to pray, Joe, that we have to pray that some of them really, 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 really are for the Constitution. Not everyone can be bought. Thank you, Joe. I'm glad you're here. Tomorrow we're gonna talk. Tomorrow we're gonna go live again on the Arizona. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, Randy, nice to see you. All right, you guys, if you have any information, send it to me or come on the show tomorrow. And this is crunch time and it's history. It's scary. It's exciting. And I want to be on top of it. I want to tell you guys, thank you all for hanging out with me on Sunday. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon. I mean, you know, I don't know what time. After 5, my time. I don't know. I'll put a post. All right. Thank you guys very much. I'm going to go and try and see if I can get any more shit. That's it. Cajun, I believe the majority is behind DJT for sure. Because they took an oath of Constitution. Thank you, editing, for coming and hanging out live. Thank you, Cajun, Joe, Sharon. I don't know, where's everyone? Ames, Randy, everyone. James, Jackson. We got Jackson. All right, let's learn some more shit tomorrow. Okay, bye, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay? All right. Ciao. So glad that